What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I am your host, Mr. Derrick Forston, and I'm super excited. So if you're joining us from anywhere to where you can only hear me, make sure you come to Forston Consultants. And he's just like most of us. He loves God, he loves people, and he loves real estate. So again, thank y'all so much for joining us. I super appreciate it. Most of y'all know me, but if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Derrick Forston. I'm the proud owner and operator of Second Chance Housing. So that's my personal independent living facility. And that's kind of the shirt I got on today, right? But more importantly for y'all, I'm Derrick Forston in terms of the owner and operator of Forston Consultants, where me and my family, we go all over the world showing people exactly what this model is and how to get into it. So if you love God, love people, and love real estate, you are in the absolute right place. So first of all, I want to let you guys know that today will be super laid back because since I don't got my real sidekick with me, Shay, and this guy don't really talk too much. I told you we'll talk about him later, but I can almost promise you this guy won't say much today, but he loves God, he loves people, and he loves real estate. So I actually want to take a lot of questions today. So I hope that you guys got questions. I never take for granted that people just know who I am. So I'm always going to ask you guys who's new to us, because what you see scrolling below, I also want you guys to join our free Facebook Academy. It's an absolute free group. And you can go to Facebook and just type in Facebook ILF Academy, or you can just text the word join to that phone number scrolling below, and it'll actually send you right over there. So first of all, how many of you all have ever heard of a group home or an ALF, an assisted living facility? Very simply, guys, I used to be a poor social worker begging God to change my life, just like most of y'all. And as a social worker, God just allowed me really just to see my dream from somebody else doing it the wrong way. And just like I often joke with you all, I'm like one of those Baptist preachers, and my message really never changed. I'm the guy that's going to take your idea and help you implement that. So I was a poor social worker begging God to get into this, and people just like most of y'all. So for 8 years, guys, I was at a job. In fact, I got that job in 2011. I remember this guys, I remember certain stuff really good. Guys, I remember it was August the 2nd, 2011, when I first got the job in a mental health hospital as a floor tech. That's kind of all I was. And then thank God for my wife who tricked me to go to college. I then got a degree, which led me to now to be able to get that job as a social worker, or what they label me as a discharge planner. And again, if you can only hear me, if you stream it, if you podcast, come to YouTube, because I'm showing a lot of pictures now. I'm getting ready to show y'all the lady that was making $41,000 a month housing people in rats and roaches. And yes, I said $41,000 a month. Can you imagine making 41 grand every 30 days of your life? Derrick, I'll never teach you how to do this, bro. You just keep sending me these people. So before I get too far, guys, ILF is just, again, simply an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. That's the exact opposite from a group home. If you want to start an ALF, you got to go and get a license. You got to go and hire staff. You got to create a whole curriculum of rules, and a dietitian's got to be hired, or making up your lunch menu. You just can't say, man, we having bologna sandwiches today and Lay's potato chips. Not in the group home, you can't. My people in the ILF model, they cook for themselves. And again, lucky for me, he that findeth a wife findeth a great thing. Shay said, babe, we should probably trademark this thing, man. This thing gonna get real big. God gonna bless this model, babe. We should trademark it. So, but watch this though. I don't care what you guys call it. You can call it shared living. You can call it co-living. But am I making sense so far? Because I haven't got really deep, but I'm showing y'all a housing model that does not require a license. You don't have to own the property. With the group home, guys, you need staff. I'm hearing you got to own the property. There's zoning that goes into this. Guys, I don't get into no zoning with this model. The only requirement for this model is that if you love God, love people, and love real estate, that's it. Now, it's some stuff that come along the way, but the gist of this business, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, and you got some patience, you're a people's person, you are generally a good person. These are the conditions I saw: the rats and the roaches and the filth and the grime. And I saw a lady making 42 grand a year A month. I saw a lady making 41 grand a month housing people in rats and roaches. I said, the devil is a liar. Marketing in person is nothing like it because now I'm able to build that relationship. And I'm also going to invite them to come and see my place, which most people are trying to hide it because it looked like this. And the coffee and donuts is me coming in person to drop it off. And guess who sets all of this up? Because I prayed one day, I said, God, I want you to make me so busy that I don't have time to order the donuts or take them. So today we use virtual assistants for everything we do. My whole team is from either the Philippines, Nigeria, or Egypt or Pakistan. Places I've never been or could imagine going. But can you imagine somebody working for you in your business while you at your 9-to-5 job trying to feed your family? That's why we use VAs, virtual assistants. And it starts at like $5 an hour, which is an absolute cheat code because it makes them rich and it's affordable for you. $5 an hour is a lot of money in the Philippines. And for you all, it's affordable to where you ain't paying somebody $30 an hour when they're supposed to be doing your post on social media, but they're scrolling on TikTok looking for their next boyfriend. And you paying them $30 an hour. The devil is a liar. All of the clients that we get, guess how the majority of them come to us? Social media. 90 to 95% of all my clients come through social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. In fact, we call it Lift, L-I-F-T. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You must be on those four. Because if nobody don't see this, how would they know to come to you? But Derrick, what was your breaking point? And what was so bad that got you into this? When I saw a lady sleeping on the kitchen floor, paying $750 to be in front of the kitchen stove, as roaches were running in and out of that lady said, Derrick, this is where I live at. And y'all, guess who sent that lady to that house? Me. And I'm embarrassed to say that because you know why? I had a job to where I never saw the inside of these places. I had a computer, a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it, and only one lady really ever answered her phone for housing, and she the one had the roaches in it. But before I ever saw it, because I'm going to get to that, I referred this lady. And then back to when y'all heard me say that the lady showed me, y'all, she didn't tell me. She took out her Chase Bank app and she showed me, she went boop, boop, boop. And she scrolled month for month. And that blew my mind as a social worker making 28 grand a year. I thought I was helping people. But just like today, I took a Saturday about 8 years ago. I said, okay, enough is enough. Derrick, if nobody want to show you, bro, you know where all the addresses are. Derrick, just go and see what they look like. And y'all, that's when I saw the rats and the roaches and the filth. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sending people here. That was part of the reason, y'all, I had to leave that place. I could no longer be a part of this problem once I knew about it. Now, as long as I didn't know about it on that job for 9 years, how could I avoid that if I didn't know this existed? But when I saw it for myself, I said, not only do I want to change my income, I got to get the heck off of this job because I can't be a part of this mess. Social media is my favorite because from the social media, I'm going to invite myself, and it sounds like this. Good morning. May I speak to the director of social worker? Yep, I'll hold. Good morning, Miss Tracy. How's it going? My name is Derrick, and I represent Second Chance Housing, and we take people from homeless to hopeful. I would love to know when is the next best time that I can meet with you and your team so that we can talk about how we can work together to end homelessness. I offer independent living. I only need 4 minutes of your time, and we always bring coffee and donuts. I'm available Thursday at 10 o'clock. Is that good for you all? I'm giving y'all the game. Nobody does this. See how I communicated what I wanted, who I was, and instead of asking them, when are you available? And then sitting down waiting on it, I'm available Thursday at 10. Lord have mercy. Derrick, that was pretty cool. That's all you do, Derrick? That's the email I've been sending y'all for 8 years, and it still works to this day. Nobody turns down coffee and donuts. Because everybody else is going to send that same email. But if they under Forston Consultants YouTube channel or my one-on-one coaching, or y'all consider me family, you can say, Derrick told me to never go empty-handed. Derrick told me to always come bearing gifts, because Derrick told me it's hard to forget the guy or the lady that brings the goodies. Nobody comes and says, man, you know what, guys? I appreciate the work y'all do in this case management department. Coffee and donuts on me today. On top of the Krispy Kreme box and on the box of that big box of coffee, I think they call it a big box of Joe. I don't drink coffee, y'all, so if I'm saying it wrong, y'all correct me. I'm going to put my flyer on it that I teach y'all to do. Pathways to Hope Foundation sent us donuts today, guys. And she only wants a 3-minute meeting to talk about how we can work together. I just want to show these people, Valerie, because you got the one-on-one coaching. Valerie doesn't wish to talk to Derrick. She just picked the phone and said, man, I'm finna call my big brother. Because my coach is so cool, y'all. Y'all meet with me every 2 weeks, but you can still call me every day. Valerie can randomly pick up the phone and just say, hey, Derrick, I'm in the middle of Walmart, bro, and me and my son arguing about should we get the red comforters or the blue ones. And I remember you told me, Derrick, red means rage, blood, and anger. And my son wanted to get the red ones, but you told me blue means calm, trust, soft, gentle. Some of y'all didn't even know that. Why would you buy a red comforter? Not under my coaching, you better not. That red is pretty, but for the population we serve, it stands for anger, rage, blood. Quincy says, never go empty-handed. Why would you do that when your brother telling you that did the job I'm talking about for 9 years? That if somebody showed up to the front, they're talking about, I want to talk to Derrick and the social workers. Because, guys, if you were at a hospital, I didn't know this, but I'm sure how good God is too, man. I had that job for 9 years and never realized that I was the honeypot. I was the golden goose and didn't know it. Everybody wants to come in terms of what we do and what we trying to accomplish. Everybody wants to go and speak to Derrick or the social worker. You know how powerful that is? That when people show up, if these people come empty-handed, no donuts, no lunch, no Ruth Chris, no Panera Bread, no Starbucks, tell them leave their card at the counter and we'll call them later. I'm just being honest, y'all. When I first started that job, I thought that was crazy that my coworkers did that. But the longer I was there, I was like, oh, that's how we do things here. So that's where I saw the vision for it. Derrick, never go anywhere empty-handed, bro. But the people that did show up with donuts and coffee and sandwiches and Chinese food, some of them were, hey guys, coming today, what y'all want? We put in our order. I was like, how genius is that? These people realize that if they bring food, we let them come back and do a presentation. And then we usually use their product or their medication or their program. So when I got on this side of the fence, I said, Derrick, you know what, bro? You saw this. So when you go to places, first you're going to pray that God goes before you and allows me to say the right thing to the right person at the right time, but also bring goodies. Because, guys, 2 boxes of donuts and that box of Joe, I've been doing it so long, going to cost you about $42.50. $42.50. Average, give or take $1 up or $1 down. I've been doing it so long. I don't care if it's Krispy Kreme or if it's Dunkin' Donuts. You're going to be somewhere about $42.50, $1 up or $2 or $1 down or $2. I got it down to science. That leads to thousands of dollars of relationships, as we call them. Guys, we're looking for the relationship. Derrick's talking about relationship, y'all, and y'all getting caught up on the donuts. Sometimes you don't need the real estate. You need the relationship. I want to show you guys some more stuff. Really quickly, though, along my journey, it's like, what am I going to do after I saw all of this bad stuff? I use this really quick thing that's just called action. You guys can take a big screenshot of that. Don't matter to me. But it just means do something every day that moves you toward those goals. The C, continue. Persist in spite of difficult stuff. Half of your family gonna tell you that you crazy. Your homegirl that you met in high school ain't gonna believe in this. Your husband ain't gonna be all the way on board. Now that one bothered me real bad because if you're a married couple, I want both of y'all in it. T, train, never stop learning. Join us 3 days a week for free and bring all your questions. But if you're real smart, you get that one-on-one coaching. All of my people under my one-on-one coaching get pushed through the ceiling because we got the game. You just got to put your hands to the plow to do it. Shout out to all of my one-on-one people here. The I is probably my favorite because you must imagine what your life would be like if this thing actually came true. Close your eyes for 8 seconds and imagine what would your life be like if this thing you trying to do actually came true. It all starts with your imagination. And then the O, give yourself every opportunity to make it happen. So meaning you guys that's got a 9-to-5 job on your ride home, don't listen to the radio or your favorite artist. That's a waste of time. Put on the thing that you're trying to learn. That's the only reason right now that me and my wife own 8 businesses. First of all, it's the goodness of God. The second of all, we keep applying ourselves and just keep learning. I just shut my whole life down for like 2 years straight. No TV, no cable, no friends, no dining, no going out. Changed my life. And I bought a lot of coaching. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in coaching right now. The highest coaching I've ever bought was probably 20 grand. The lowest was $1, I think. I bought things for $1 and everywhere in between. Lots of 10 grand coaches, lots of 5 grand coaching, tons of $3,000 coachings. The highest to date, though, 20 grand. I was able to talk to that person one time and the class lasted 2 days, 20 grand gone. But it changed my life in terms of the information. So don't be afraid of the coaching and investing in yourself. We actually offer financing through Klarna and Afterpay, so no excuse. And then network, you got to build relationships. Especially my ILF Mastery Blueprint members, you guys need to be attending an event at least once or twice a week to be around other like-minded people within the community that are doing this type of stuff. Use your virtual assistant if you got a VA. Use ChatGPT if you don't. ChatGPT, can you find me at least 19, odd number, can you find me 19 different organizations or email lists or organizations or programs that I need to be a part of as an affordable housing provider? List them by name, phone number, and location, please. Guys, please use these AI tools. Told you guys not long ago that I literally hired 2 virtual assistants that's only job is to learn AI. I gave them 15 AI tools that they got to master. And I said, from this, you 2 women are to make us $20,000 a month from what you learn. I bought them coaching, I bought them curriculum, and I bought them courses. And I'm going to give them 6 to 8 months to do it, to learn it, to grow before they make a dime. See how I'm invested in the people that I've hired? And again, guys, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you and your family. And it's a cheat code for the people we're hiring because of where they live at. $5 an hour is a lot of money because $1 from us is like $48 to them where they're at. Can you imagine every time you gave somebody $1, it was actually $48? That's what it's like to them. So please understand that the people that work for us are used to making $1 an hour, 80 cents an hour for back-breaking work. But for the work that we use them for administratively to run our business, $5 an hour. That's, again, the only reason why Shay and I own 8 businesses. The goodness of God and these dadgum VAs and the system that we use to run it, which is called Digital Flow Solutions. It runs all 8 of my businesses, from website, CRM, phone, emails, funnels, automations, and 1,000 other things. And lucky for y'all, we give it to you on both of the coaching platforms. Watch this. You got to overcome this stuff too, y'all. People told me that this wouldn't work. I had to face doubters, just like all of y'all do. No different. But I said, oh, God, if you let me get into this, I say, God, I'll go all over the world teaching this, and I'll never take any credit. I say, God, I'm smart enough to tell people that it's you. You gave the vision. You gave the strength. You gave the know-how. You gave the desire to do this. So watch me do it right now. Guys, without God, I'm a nobody. But with God, y'all gonna think I'm an absolute genius, and I'm not. Thank God for my wife who tricked me to go to college to even get the degree to see all of the bad stuff I showed you earlier. Thank God for that lady that was making 41 grand a month housing people in rats and roaches that told me, Derrick, I'll never teach this to you, bro. I thank God for that lady because she showed the vision through her nasty houses of what I should not do. And one more time, my TikTok people, come over to YouTube. If you want to see all of the stuff, thank y'all so much. Come over to YouTube, the Forston Consultants, my last name, Consultants. But again, I'm no genius. I'm just like y'all. I love people. I sure love God. And I've been trying to get into real estate my whole life. And God was just genius enough to allow us to merge it all together. So every day, still this prayer, God, give me the mind of Christ and an able body to do what you've called me to do, and let no devil in hell stop it. Still that prayer. Again, mind of Christ, able body to do what you've called me to do, God, not these outside distractions. Right. And again, if you're one of these people that ain't quite figured out your destiny yet, you can't go wrong by just following what God said to do. Take care of the poor, the needy, and the widow. Make sense? Right? Because the needy and the poor will always be among us. So God has allowed us to form this ministry that can help them and do his will at the same time so that your family can benefit. Without any further ado, Father God, thank you so much for the seed that was sown today. God, I truly thank you for allowing me to share what you just gave me. God, I feel like you just gave it to me, and the fact that I get to share it and it changes the lives of other people. God, we give you all the glory and all the honor and all the praise for that. In fact, God, we take no credit. God, I decrease so that you can increase inside of me and my program and our coaching. God, it's not about me. And I think that's the cheat code to all of this. God, we put you first because you said if you do that and we acknowledge you in all our ways, that you would direct our path. And God, sometimes we seem lost, but today we find ourselves and we find the path because we follow you. God, we just following your word. You said that to follow you and the path will be made straight. So God, today, give these people the mind of Christ and an able body to do what you called them to do. And God, let no devil in hell stop it. Let no hater stop it. Their family stop it. Let no friend stop it. Let nothing stop the will of God in these people's lives. And God, if this is not for them, God, you know, respect a person, show them what they're supposed to be doing. And God, as I always say, if I am not the coach, remove me from them. Because God, that means if I'm not the coach, you got something better. And God, we want what you want, because when it's like that, it all works out. So Father God, again, we thank you. We give you glory, we give you honor, we give you praise for what you're getting ready to do in the lives of these people. God, give them real estate, give them land, give them resources, give them relationships that they need to make this work. And God, we call these things that be not as though they were. God, make them rich and add no sorrow. And I pray that the devil is under their feet and has no place in their life, their business, or their family. And God, these people will succeed in Jesus' name. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all we could ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great. Don't forget, you guys got $1,000 scholarship that's good till Monday morning. And all you do is use the word now. So type in NOW in the coupon box at checkout. So if you go to forstonconsultants.com, as you're getting ready to buy it, just use the word now. If you're going to use our financing, we need your address. So text your address to that same number scrolling below so that you can finish your application to Klarna or Afterpay. But if you're just paying straight out, do you use that word now to get $1,000 off? And remember, text the word partner if you want to split it in half with somebody, meaning that $5,000. You pay 25, they 25. There is no deal on that one. Okay. 25 and 25. Text the word partner. I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. And we'll see you guys Monday